Hey everyone, how are y'all doing? So while I was doing my nightly live streams on my gaming channel, one of the regular viewers there, David, made a comment that enticed this whole video. I haven't watched The Force Awakens in the last 6 months at least, so I want to point out something that I think could have just revealed who the Rise of Skywalker might be and who it definitely isn't, all from Snoke's mouth. In the first sequence where he speaks to Kylo Ren, he says the droid will soon be delivered to the Resistance, leading them to the Last Jedi, which right there is the title of episode 8, and when episode 7 came out, we had no idea that this was the case. Then right after that, without pause, he says, "If Skywalker returns, the new Jedi will rise." He literally just said the two titles of the last two films in the sequel trilogy, with obviously the last one being a conjugation of the different words, but revealing the overall plot all the way back in episode 7. I remember when he said that Last Jedi line, I thought it was very clever, but the Rise of Skywalker line, he literally just gave it away, and it ties it all together quite well, I think. Snoke says if the droid is taken to the Resistance, it will lead them to the Last Jedi, which is exactly what happened. BB-8 fell into the hands of the Resistance, it showed them the map, which joined R2's, and boom, Luke was found. Flash forward to the Last Jedi, where Luke saves the Resistance by holding them off, using his force projection power. That was the Return of Skywalker, and in episode 9, after Skywalker's return to face the First Order after so many years of hiding away on the island of Ahch-To, the Jedi will rise. I think this clearly states that the Jedi to rise is not Luke Skywalker, which many suspected it to be, including myself. Possibly. Did Snoke have a premonition of all these things to happen? Did he really mean it when he said he can't be beaten or betrayed? He claims the new Jedi will be the one to rise, right after talking about Skywalker returning. There weren't any other Jedi that Luke talked about in episode 8 or that we know of. While it's possible for them to talk about it in episode 9, I kind of feel like some consistency would have to be made in order to set 9 up. I just don't really see them introducing a new Jedi in episode 9 and then having that Jedi be the one to rise. Unless, of course, it's Anakin returning, then, well, that'd be awesome. It's gotta be someone that we know already and have established a connection with. It's either Rey or, the more plausible answer, Kylo. Kylo is a Skywalker. Snoke, in my opinion, is referring to Kylo Ren. Luke says it himself in episode 8 even. The mighty Skywalker blood running through his veins, as he speaks about Ben to Rey. Kylo will be presented with a choice in the film. I think he'll be put to the test, and his constant obsession with turning to the dark will finally be overcome with his organic pull to the light. Kylo will be the hero in the film. He may not live, and I do think they'll kill him off. I've said this for almost a year now, but he will be the hero at the end. The title is Rise of Skywalker, so either Anakin is returning to create some balance, or Kylo steps up to the plate and rises. Then there's also the other possibility that Rey is actually a Skywalker, but I mean, I don't know. Mark Hamill even said in a cryptic tweet a while back when Adam Driver, the actor who plays Kylo Ren, won an award for playing a good guy who was just pretending to be bad. And then finishing the caption with, "Just saying." I mean, the more I think about it, the more I think Kylo Ren will be the hero of the film. And like I said, he may not be the one standing at the very end, but his sacrifice will leave us all very emotional. Now, in other languages such as Polish, and I've mentioned this before, the Rise of Skywalker title literally translates to resurrection. So it wouldn't be too far of a stretch to say that, well, if Palpatine returns, then so does Anakin, to balance it all out. But, you know, a lot is lost in translation, so I'm not sure how far I buy into that. And as for Anakin coming back, I mean, as much as I would love for that to happen, he would have to come back in the flesh in some sort of way, or he would have to have some prominent role in the film, which I really hope he does because he's my favorite character, but I don't really see them putting all of this effort and emphasis into Kylo and Rey and then just giving it to someone else, even though Anakin deserves it. So what do you think of Snoke's words in The Force Awakens? This was some massive foreshadowing, and it makes you really think about everything. I hope you enjoyed this theory video. Please drop a like on the video if you did, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, remember, the Force will be with you, always.
Now, fulfill your destiny.